Photography, one of the great inventions to come out of the 19th century, allowing humanity to have the ability to capture a single moment for future generations to cherish and learn from. The device known as the camera, we are able to capture these moments in the palm of our hands. Johann Zahn designed the first camera in 1685, but the first photograph was clicked by Joseph Nicephore Niepce in the year 1814. It was thousands of years back that an Iraqi scientist, Ibn al-Haytham, made a mention of this kind of device in his book of Optics, in 1021. Earlier cameras were incapable of saving the image and were huge in size. Practical photography was invented by Louis Daguerre in 1829, but he took almost 10 years to produce the effective method, which was named after him as daguerreotype. The process of obtaining a picture on a silver-coated copper sheet. Louis and Niepce's son sold the rights of the process to the French government, and soon there were a number of daguerreotype studios working. People then worked on improving the technology. In 1841, Henry Fox Talbot invented the calotype, the process of getting number of positives from a single negative. Hamilton Smith got patents for tin types in 1856. The year 1851 witnessed the development of wet plate negatives by Frederick Scoff Archer, followed by the invention of dry plate negatives in 1879. George Eastman invented the flexible film roll in 1889. The color photography at commercial levels started at the year 1940. This was the beginning of comfortable photography with a handy camera. But the story does not end there. As time goes on, both our culture and our technology continues to evolve. Our cameras continue to get smaller and smaller. Eventually, these cameras were implemented within cell phone technology, and with the creation of the camera phone, there came a cultural revolution. This is the birth of the selfie. On this episode of Cultural Evolution,
let me take a selfie.
The selfie, otherwise known as selfie photographicus, the act of taking a picture of oneself in order to capture the moment and document where that person happens to be at that moment in time for others to enjoy in the future. In this episode, we will be guided by Professor Johann Schmidt, the world's leading researcher and historian on the selfie. He will be taking us through its history as well as some of its techniques, showing us how it has changed the world and is not just some fad for young people. He will also be showing us a bit of an experiment that he conducted with two random people.
Hello, my name is Johann Schmidt, the world's leading researcher and historian on the selfie. Now, I know what you must be wondering. Why would a man put so much effort into figuring out something as meaningless as the selfie? But it is because the selfie is seen as something so meaningless that it intrigues me so much. The selfie is a concept that is so misunderstood that if you delve deep into it, you could see how brilliant it is. The origins of the selfie. The first recorded instance was back in the 1920s, when a young man who had just gotten his first camera took a picture, a great big group photo, but he has the camera flipped around, facing himself. He hits a flash, it went poof, and when he got the picture developed, it was just a picture of his face, blinded by the flash. Now people just think that the selfie is just something that, you flip your camera around, you snap the picture, you put it up on the YouTubes, or the Facebooks, or the Instagrams, or the Snapchats. But no. You see, in this story, it shows the brilliance of the selfie. You see, this young man told this story to everyone about how he messed up with his camera. And they thought that this story was so crazy that there was no way that it was true. But he showed them the picture. This gave it undeniable factual nature, showing that he was not lying. He really did snap a picture of his own face. That is the true nature of the selfie. But first, let us introduce two guests of mine who will be helping me with a little experiment. First, we have Miss Brittany Selfie. She's a professional selfie model on the Instagrams, and she dabbles a little bit on the Facebooks. And I believe she is of French descent.
Hey guys, this is Brittany Selfie. I think I'm a Norwegian. I think I'm Norwegian. That's what my roommate told me, and she knows everything. Cause hashtag smart roomie, hashtag always believable, hashtag college life. That's what she always tells me. But yeah, can't wait to see what's going on. Cause what are we doing?
We must not get ahead of ourselves, my Fraulein. First, we must introduce our other friend. This is Jack Stevens. There's not much to say about him.
What's up, guys? My name's Jack Steven. I'm from Seattle, Washington. My motto is, if you ain't first, you're last. Shout out to my buddy RB and my friends at Arby's.
Is my Starbucks here?
So what are we doing here? Seriously, what are we doing?
Their skills may be worlds apart, but their curiosity gives them one mind. You see, with the selfies, it is not only a very practical concept, but it is a staple in culture. And with many things in culture, people who follow certain cultures tend to act differently. So, I chose one person who is very skilled in the art of the selfie. That would be Brittany. And I chose one person who seems to have just found out that cameras are in phones now. That would be Jack. And we will see how they differ. So the first things that we will ask them is, how do they define the selfie? And what does it mean to them?
What's a selfie? Oh my god, really? It's like this thing that, hold on, let me get my phone, cause I have it right here. It's like Snapchat, you can totally do a selfie with that first. You gotta oh my god, no, a selfie in itself is the generations, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Because you gotta selfies are everything. You put selfies in hashtags, and you put selfies on Instagram, you put it on Facebook, we put it on Tumblr, but not Tumblr, because Tumblr is stupid. But I'm just gonna say that a selfie is I don't even know. It's the best thing in the world. It's not better than Starbucks, but I'm just saying you could do a selfie with your Starbucks, just go like that. But I don't know.
I guess it's a picture of yourself. Do you think that means something?
Some people say it's just a picture, but they don't even know that selfies are the main thing in our generation. Some of my friends even tell me that I'm so addicted to it, but it's not even an addiction. It's my life, because all I have to do is because I have so many followers on Instagram, they always want to know what I'm doing, and the selfie is the best way to do it. They don't, sometimes I even had some friends who were so mean to me because they didn't even like my selfie, and my selfie is the best thing in the world, because how can you not? It has the best filter, they don't even know.
Whatever. Makes about as much sense as anything else in this culture.
Well, in all of my years studying the selfie, never have I ever seen two such opposing opinions on the selfie. In fact, I don't think that we would ever see two more opposing outlooks on the selfie unless we put Brittany opposing, say, a caveman. Although I do think that the caveman might have a firmer grasp on the idea of the selfie than Jack would. Yeah. Well, now that we've heard how two people actually see the selfie themselves, let us dig a little bit deeper on how the world sees it. Brittany talked about how her followers want to see what she does every day, and those selfies are catalogued, making her history. Now, the selfie could also do the same thing for the nation's history. Think about this. One of the biggest controversies and conspiracy theories is that man never actually landed on the moon. People say that those crazy Americans in the US faked the lunar landing, that Neil Armstrong never actually set foot on the moon. Now, this is preposterous. I know, I think the same thing. That is why the selfie is so important, for it gave us the proof to show that we were actually on the moon. Mind-blowing. Now let's give both of our friends a little bit of a opportunity to start taking some selfies of their own. You know, make some of their own memories from this little day of ours.
Alright, so how about you take out your phone and start taking some selfies?
Which phone? I have like my everyday phone, like just every day. And then I have like my phone for like the golden hour because it has the perfect, like it zooms in but not too close, it makes my eyes pop out. Like hashtag cat eyes, hashtag on fleek of my eyebrows, because those things are amazing.
Was I supposed to bring a phone?
But then again, I do have another phone. Don't judge, hashtag no judging, okay?
Because I don't own one.
But the thing I'm gonna say right now is that this one, it's old school, but I'm telling you, it does this like amazing thing because it's like the golden hour type of phone, because it has like no really flash, but it lets like the light come in. Like hashtag old school, hashtag throwback Thursday, hashtag, I don't even know. Here you go.
What just happened?
And now it's time they take the selfies.
Okay, so the camera's on the back. Yeah, okay, the camera's on the back. Okay. So I just take a picture? Yeah? Okay. Where are the damn buttons?
So how many selfies were we supposed to take?
Okay, I took one. Now what?
I don't know, like 5 or 10? How about you take a few more? 5 to 10?
But I can go like 100. What can I?
Can I take less?
I guess, sure. I mean, I guess you can, if you want. Jeez, where do they find these people?
What we are witnessing is very incredible, actually. Never before have we recorded the multi-angled, double-handed selfie technique, especially when performed by somebody of such talent and such caliber. I would like to thank Brittany for showing us all of her talent and helping us to learn the truth about the selfie. And Jack was here too. I would also like to thank all of you who watched this and came on this journey with me to learn about the selfie. But remember, we have only begun to scratch the surface of the potential of the selfie. As time goes on, I hope to uncover the true strength and nature of the selfie. Again, thank you and auf Wiedersehen.